I've got a question about posting on LinkedIn from one of my followers who happens to be one of my best buddies and much more than that. But he's a successful business owner, and I'm sure that there must be more of you out there who have the same question, but you just didn't have opportunity to ask, or you just didn't bother at the end of the day. But long story short, we're talking about posting on LinkedIn. What are the good practices, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and some of the principles you will be also able to apply on some other ways of communication like email, some other social media platforms. The principles are more or less the same, but still we are talking about LinkedIn in this specific example. So he came with a question: should I use one photo or should I use carousel? What's better for me? So the answer is rather simple. The more content, the better. The more photos that you have, as long as they are nicely edited and they make sense, you just didn't paste a bunch of photos out there without any reason, just have a lot of photos, right? So as long as they are nicely picked and edited, that's great. Again, on the top is a video. You want to go with a video whenever you can, and then from there, if you have multiple photos, that's, let's say, number 2, and then at the bottom you have one photo. Or maybe 0 photos, you just want to write something. That's also possible to do, but nobody is doing that. At least it doesn't make sense to do it today when everybody wants some kind of visual simulation. They want to see what's going on, they want to see videos, they want to hear instead of read. So that's the hierarchy. Number 1, video. If you have multiple photos, great, and then the last is one photo. Like in this example, you can see here that this here is the post of the business account on LinkedIn, which was shared by this person, so with specific comment, of course. So here we see that the more photos the better, of course, but while checking this and coming back with this answer, I picked up some more places for improvement that I want to share here with you today. So number 1, let's focus on this, what was shared. Okay, so this is a personal account from this guy, and by the way, your personal LinkedIn account, that's your business asset. Period. Don't want to talk about it, no question about it. Even though it's personal, it's still your business asset, so you want to use it in a smart way, and it can bring you more business at the end of the day, because whatever we do at the end of the day, every business that you make, every connection, it's just a communication between 2 people. So you can see he's a founder and CEO of this business, and he posted actually he shared this company account post on his personal one with a comment. Now, the feedback for this one: never use word proud on LinkedIn. It's so much inflated, it's overused, it makes no sense. Like, people are proud of such ridiculous things on LinkedIn, like, or I don't know, like maybe they think that it is the way they should write on LinkedIn. I'm proud of this, happy to announce this, proud to be part of it, proud to tell you that this, like, who cares? Like, I don't want to, if I see somebody starting post with a proud, I'm just scrolling, I don't even want to read that, you know? So again, it's such an inflated word. Don't use it to start your post, don't use it in the middle of the post. Like, just find a way to describe what you want to say in a different words. I wouldn't use word proud at all here. So imagine if this same post would start here, like, reliable partner when it matters most. I understand you don't want to spend too much time, you don't want to write an essay here, you just want to share your company account post and you want to make some comment. You don't have to start with the proud to be whatever, you know, just share it like this. It's good enough. If you want to have some more advanced strategy here and you want some better idea of what you can write, you can start with some story, because what you share here is a fact, and as we know, fact tells, story sells. So I remember myself a lot of times going on LinkedIn, and I was so engaged to read some posts because they were good stories, you know. Even though it's just like one photo and there's a nice story out there, I remember I was reading it. It makes no sense to me to, you know, do business with this person or whatever it is, but the story was so engaging that I read everything, you know, the whole post, even though it's a little bit longer, you know. But the long story short, if you have some story here to post, it will be, for example, how you started cooperation with this specific business, how you met their CEO, how you started your relationship, or maybe you want to say something about this specific service that you delivered, about this specific project, which was, you know, working day at night. Like, how did it start? Like, did they call you in a Saturday evening and you had to gather your team until Monday morning and send them to another country to deliver this project. You know, what is the story behind it? That would be much more interesting to read. Not saying that you will hook like random, you know, visitor to read this, but if somebody shows interest to you and your business and they click there, they go to your business page on LinkedIn, you know, they might be interested to read about this, you know. So that's why you do it, and not necessarily to hook some random people who don't follow you or your business, and then suddenly they want to read this and they say, yeah, this is a great company, I want to do business with them. But again, when somebody shows interest, you want to be as engaging as possible. You want to have those posts, you want them to read those posts at the end of the day. So again, word proud, eliminate. Don't use word proud. I wouldn't use it ever on my LinkedIn. Next, when we click more, this is what we get. So this is the whole post, and there are two things I want to share with you here. Number one is emojis. Like on LinkedIn, it's not so typical to use emojis, especially not so many emojis. If you go to LinkedIn and just scroll there, you will see that people don't start posts with emojis. If I saw this on Facebook, I don't know, it maybe would make sense, but still, on LinkedIn, if you want to do emojis, like you use one, maybe one at the beginning, one at the end of this hook that you have, but definitely not this much. It just doesn't go with LinkedIn. Just adjust your behavior to the platform, and if you're posting on LinkedIn, just forget about emojis. Like at least don't use them that much, especially not 3 here and 3 at the end of the first sentence, and especially not posting like every post with so many emojis. It just doesn't go like that. Start with the nice words, hook them with the words, find the right headline. And I know this is difficult. You want to use ChatGPT, like use all your power to communicate with this machine. Ask ChatGPT if it has some clarifying questions. You will have some better output from if you clarify your message better to the machine. You will get some better output, and that's the way for you to make better copies for your posts. Also, whenever you see some good posts out there in the wild from some other businesses, remember that, just save it somewhere, like copy paste to your ChatGPT chat or whatever, like notes. Just remember it for later use, because if you were hooked for whatever post that you saw, it means that it was good, you know. So you can use it for yourself to repurpose this headline, not necessarily to copy paste. Just, you know, be contextual and use it for whatever you need. Second place for improvement here would be a spacing, how I call it. So you can see here, comparing to this one, look how this looks like. So we have like one sentence and we have a space, another sentence and we have a space, sentence, space, you know, these bullet points, space, and so on. So whenever you are not sure, for example, if you have some very short sentence, like, you know, 2-3 words, and you think to yourself, I don't know, maybe I should connect like don't stop thinking about it. Like one sentence, space, one sentence, space. You get this space, but typing enter 2 times instead of 1. That's all. And when you finish, instead of having this, you have this. Now, again, this may be not the best example to share this principle. Imagine when you have a full screen of text. Somebody was writing an essay on LinkedIn or wherever, and they just connected everything together. Like, it's ridiculous. It's very hard to read. Whenever I see something like that, I'm not so interested to read. I just go out, you know. But when you have something like this, it's much better chances for you to have people to read whatever you wrote. And you were writing because you wanted somebody to read, right? So it's the same amount of effort that you need to put in. Just type enter 2 times instead of once. That's it. I also made it here. Like, look how it looks like here compared to this one. This one compared to this one. Look how cleaner it is. How easy it looks like to read. To my eyes, this one seems more engaging. I want to read this one. I don't want to read this one. It is how it is, and that's the best practice. It doesn't come just from my experience. I'm sharing whatever I learn on the mastermind from my colleagues. So everybody are using this, and if you put some attention on it, if you are aware of this, you will notice how some serious businesses out there, whenever, especially if they're advertising, how they apply this principle. So that's one thing that you can apply on LinkedIn. I use it on LinkedIn. I use it on other social media channels. If you check my description of this video, you will see that I use it here too. Like, just one sentence, empty space, one sentence, empty space. When I write emails, I do it. It doesn't matter if I'm writing some marketing email or I'm writing an email to my potential clients and then just want to clarify whatever we need to agree about, I just use the same principle. It's much easier to read, especially on the phone. And people mostly reading communication and emails, especially like social media channels, everything goes on the phone today. So instead of being angry about it, like why people don't read that much today as they were reading like 20, 30, 50 years ago, we don't think about it. Let's just adapt and use this principle. If you post like this, you can expect that people will read more of your copies comparing to this one, for example. Very simple. It doesn't take too much effort to apply. Again, just type the enter 2 times instead of 1. So there you go. These are very simple principles to apply for your LinkedIn posts, also for some other social media, as we already mentioned here. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, subscribe, share it with some of your buddies who are posting huge chunks of text in their social media channels. Tell them not to do that. This is the right way to do it. And go binge watch some other videos on my channels. They are loaded with great value and content to help you as a business owner to, just get some more traction from your business online assets. That's all what we talk about here. Talk soon. I'll see you in the next video.